Hey, this is Leighton from Just Collect. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. I recently went to the Philadelphia card show, and this particular convention I had my son with me, so it's a little bit harder to get away from the booth than usual. But at this point, my son was in his groove. He was meeting and greeting people at the show, at our booth, trying to earn a few extra dollars so that he could buy different things in his video games that he likes or his one-piece card collection. So anyway, I'm walking around the convention. Crosby's busy at the booth. When I saw this particular autograph for sale, it looks very innocuous. In fact, I'll show it to you right now. It's a Sandy Koufax signed government postcard. And you can see it looks to be a little bit of an earlier type signature from Sandy Koufax. And it is graded and authenticated by PSA, and it actually is graded, the autograph is graded, a 9 out of a 10. I asked my friend, I know the gentleman who was running the booth, if I could see it. So I flip it over, and I'm like, wow, that's gotta be an early Sandy Koufax signature. In fact, this government postcard is dated September 6th, 1955. So I asked Kevin how much it was, and he said it was $2,000. Now, remember, I'm a vintage card expert, but I am not an autograph expert. That price struck me as a little bit high because at the very least, even though I'm not an autograph expert, I'm like, Koufax is alive. That seems to be a lot of money for an autograph of someone who's alive. The convention ends, I don't buy it. So upon doing my research, I asked my friend if he still had it for sale. He did. I asked him if I could see some additional images. He sent them over because I didn't quite remember what it looked like. I wanted to make sure I wasn't nuts about the date because that's an important date. He told me that the best he could do was $1,600. And at first, I really wasn't sure about it, but then when I did the research, and about 10 days before, believe it or not, Sandy Koufax had only been in the majors for a little bit of time. He had finally earned his first ever major league win, but he did so in style. He threw a complete game shutout, which these days is almost unheard of. That was 10 days before September 6th on the 27th. So then he actually got his second major league win. You wouldn't believe it. He threw another complete game shutout. So by the time this gentleman, Arnold Seidel, receives this Sandy Koufax rookie year signed government postcard, he's already 2-0. And did Arnold really just write him after that first epic complete game shutout? And then did Sandy get it and sign it back all within this 10-day window? So I got it in the mail just a couple days ago, and I talked about it very briefly on my podcast, Trading Card Therapy. But I knew I wanted to do a separate video on this, and I'm curious, for all of you out there who are just mainly card collectors, have you ever come across an autograph or a piece of memorabilia at a convention, and it struck you as you were really interested in it at first, but then you didn't pull the trigger for whatever reason or another, you did some additional research afterwards, and you either had your heart broken because it was already sold, or in this case, there was a happy ending. I would love to hear about your stories in the comments. Let me know.